Good afternoon, MCA. Here we are again with another This Day in History for Black History Month. February 4th, 1913 marks the birth of Rosa Parks, one of the most influential women in the civil rights movement. At this time in history, buses in the city of Montgomery, Alabama were segregated. Segregation is a system that keeps different groups separate from each other, either through physical dividers or using social pressures and laws. Basically, seats on the front of the bus were reserved for white people, and seats on the back of the bus were reserved for black people. It was illegal for a black person to sit in the white section, and they even had to move to a different seat if the white section was full and a white person requested one of the seats that was reserved for black people. One day, the white section was full, and the bus driver asked a young African-American woman named Rosa Parks to move farther back. In an historic act of justice, Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat on the bus and was arrested and fined. This act of civil disobedience sparked the Montgomery Bus Boycott and put into motion many events that would eventually become known as the Civil Rights Movement. The actions of Rosa Parks inspired the Montgomery Bus Boycott, which was led by Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. and lasted for over a year. To boycott means to stop buying or using the goods or services of a certain company as a protest. So African Americans boycotted the Montgomery bus system as a way to call out the unjust practice of segregation. This cost the bus company lots of money. A year after Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat on the bus, the Supreme Court ruled in favor of Rosa Parks and deemed the segregation of public buses unconstitutional under the 14th Amendment. The 14th Amendment guarantees equal protection under the law, regardless of race. We often look at acts of disobedience as a bad thing. However, civil disobedience is different because that's when you do something illegal, but you do it because you know that it's the right thing to do. And that's just what Rosa Parks did. What she did was illegal, but it was the right thing to do. So remember, always do the right thing. Take care, guys.